I moved to Australia 2 years ago with no plan, just a mixture of excitement and apprehension. Having grown up in a small town outside of London and then moved into the city for uni and work, I'd never lived more than 1 hour from home. The thought of moving abroad had never even crossed my mind up until this point. And yet, all of a sudden, here I was, getting ready to fly to the other side of the world. Here are some of the reasons why I made this change. Number one, I was perpetually in a state of anxiety and stress that had built up over time from busy morning commutes, stressful jobs, and the constant go of London. I would take monthly trips to smaller towns nearby or out into nature to rebalance and recharge. But over time, I realized these were a temporary coping mechanism. After 3 days back at work and in my normal life, my nervous system would return to that high alert state, and this was getting worse and worse over time. Number two, I'd been living in London for the past 9 years. But I was changing, and the things that I once used to love were now slowly losing their spark. The nightlife, the bars, the museums, and the dinners out that London does so well no longer drew me in. I still loved the city and enjoyed living there throughout my 20s, but now I was craving a gentler pace of life, getting out in nature, and prioritizing my mornings. Number three, my partner and I had visited Australia a short while before. A few of our friends had moved out to Byron Bay, Melbourne, and Townsville, so we booked a trip to visit them. On our brief visit, something about Sydney drew us in. Coastal walks, the beaches, the harbour, the early wake-ups for sunrise, and the dinner-time picnics for sunset. This trip had completely opened my eyes to a different pattern of life. On the flight home, I had the worst post-holiday blues, and that's when my partner asked the question, should we move there? 4. We got back to London and I was feeling stuck in my career. In 2020, I had landed my dream role, but after 3 years of working in this job and a global pandemic, I felt like I'd gone down the wrong path. I wanted to do good and make an impact, but working in sustainability within a fashion business, I couldn't see any improvement from when I started. I had thrown myself into the job and given everything that I had, but that had resulted in me burning out and feeling more lost than ever. Number 5. I knew my life was misaligned versus the true me, but I couldn't unravel what was working and what was not. I needed a change and a reset to piece together what I wanted, and moving to a new country provided that blank slate that I could build upon. Do I see myself living in Australia forever? I don't think so. But this adventure has taught me so much about myself and who I truly am. If even 1% of you is thinking about making a move, my advice is, try it. It doesn't have to be forever. When I first moved out here, I was only intending for it to be 9 months. And although it has been much longer than that now, it was this temporary mindset that gave me the confidence to make this change. You're not locked into your plans. You can move and shift them as you need to and as things change. Moving abroad was the biggest pivotal moment in my life to date. If you too are feeling lost in your 20s and you're not sure what to do next, then check out this video here. It just might help.